Working on ephemera today again. So I printed off some sheets. I'm going to cut some stuff out while we wait for people to get in. I had to sort through and get some pages for my signatures. This is all for that same journal. How's everyone doing today? Happy Friday. I hope you're all good. Hope everybody's doing good. So I made these labels and I want to get them cut out so I can use them on some pieces. So if you're into watching me make some ephemera, then welcome, and I'm happy to have you here. Well, I'm happy to have you here regardless. Use your words. But if you don't want to stay because you don't want to watch me make ephemera, that's fine. But that's what I'm doing today because I gotta get some more ephemera made. I want to make some envelopes today. Oh, hi, Lynn. Thanks. Yeah, that was fun. That was so fun. That's way past my bedtime. But yeah, I had fun. I'm so glad you were there. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. Yeah, they are usually good days, right, Steph? Hi. Happy Friday, Divine. How you doing? It's very nice to be Friday, though I kind of feel like when you work for yourself, you have, like you lose track of days. When I was working a 9 to 5, it was a lot easier. Hi, Sandy. Welcome from Washington State. How is it over there? How's your weather? Are you guys cold and rainy? Got any sun? Yeah, it's a lot for me to be up super late, like trying to do something where I actually have to continue to use my brain. And it's hard enough for me to function like doing two things at once. I'm not like I'm a pretty intelligent person by my own standards, whatever that means. But I don't know. I feel like I always want to give each thing that I'm doing my full attention, and it's hard sometimes when you're trying to answer questions, do a craft, watch the chat. I was like, ah. Hi, Rhonda. Oh, I'm so glad. I love this month. Oh, hello, Michelle. Nice to have you here. Abel Marie, North Carolina. Nice. My day's going good, Pamela. Sorry, I'm so used to saying Pam. Pamela, nice to have you here. Hi, Donna. Hi, Lana. Donna and Lana. Hi, Jenny and Karen. Nice to see you guys and happy Friday. I am so happy that fall is here. It is nice and cool. I actually turned my heat on this morning. I'm just cutting out. I'm sorry, I'm probably off camera. I'm trying not to get little bits all over the table, but I guess that's not gonna happen. I made these labels this morning and I wanted to cut some out so I could use them. So I'm gonna do that. Sunny day in PA. Nice. Hi, neighbor. Hello, neighbor. Are you in Eastern, Western, Middle PA? Where in PA are you? Are you close to me in New York, or are you all the way on the other end? I feel like Pennsylvania is 3 states all by itself. Oh, nice. Hi, Kay. Welcome. Hello. Oh, hello, friend. So nice to have you here. Yeah, so I'm working on, if you don't know, if this is your first time here or maybe haven't been to a live in a while, I'm working on a shabby chic kind of romantic journal. So I have learned that it works a lot better when I have a lot of ephemera made ahead of time. So that's what I'm doing. So this for today, I did this last week, and I'll probably do some more next week, unless I can get to the assembly, and then we'll do that next week. We'll see. If you would like these labels, Karen, I will drop a link and you can get them for free. How's that? They were just a super quick thing that I made, so I'll put them up in the Ko-fi, coffee, whatever. And you guys can go grab them. They're just like, this is it. This is what it is. It's just a couple of fun little labels you can use. You got it. You got it. You guys know I love to give you freebies. So, yeah, so I'm making this journal. It's going to be a big boy. I want to make it really large, and look how cool. I got to show you the box that we got my dog some new dog food that we started her on, which, by the way, I raved about other dog foods. This stuff is the bomb diggity. Let me find it. Hold on. It's right here. So it's called Sundays, and we actually saw it from a guy that my husband follows on YouTube. So this is the brand, Sundays for dogs, and I don't get paid. This is not a sponsored video or anything, but look at this other side of the box. Is that not perfect? And look how thick like this part of the box is. So I figured that would make a really good, I want to do 5 signatures in this one. I got to cut it down, but how cool is that it's so white? I'm so thrilled. Who cares? It's called Sundays, like the day of the week. It's called Sundays for Dogs, and that's the brand name. This one here is 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. Good day, Jane. Nice to have you from down under. How you doing? How's your spring? Spring? Yes? 40 minutes outside Philly. Oh, okay. Up or down or left or located in the Northeast farmlands. Okay. Got it. Got it. Nice. Well, welcome from Philly. I have a pitty. I have a blue-nosed pit. She's gray and gorgeous and amazing, and I love her. I love her so much. She's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. She is the most loving, caring, loyal, sweet, beautiful thing. And I love her to death. I love her, love her, love her, love her. Aren't these labels kind of funky? I like them. Yeah, so she's my gal. I was up at 3:30 this morning. Actually, I was up earlier, but I finally decided I was getting out of bed at 3:30 because what's the point? Because my website has been acting up again, and I'm really kind of annoyed and sad, and I just want it to work, and it's not working right. So I couldn't sleep because that's all I could think about. And people are, upset because they're trying to put stuff in their cart and it's putting something else in their cart. And I just feel bad. I've been trying to troubleshoot it and working with tech support, but nobody seems to know what's wrong with it. And so anyway, I couldn't sleep. So I was up at 3:30 trying to work on that. And she comes out at like 6 a.m. and she never gets up that early. And I'm like, what's up, girl? And she must have been like, where are you? You weren't there. I moved and you weren't there. And I felt bad for her. So she came out and hung out with me for a while. And then she went back to bed. Hey, Pam, how are ya? 13-year-old Yorkie who has more clothes than I wish I could put clothes on her, but she's got a skin condition, and Like, if I put anything on her and her skin gets too moist, she gets like a psoriasis, yeasty kind of thing going on. But since we changed her food, her coat is amazing. It's like all healed, and she's got this really nice shine, which we haven't been able to get for a few years because of her skin, but it's back. So into my daughter's family. Oh, yeah, they're just the most loving dog. Hey, Ruby, I didn't see you sneak in. How you doing? Mini Schnauzer, who is currently taking up yeah, that, I love them because they're just the best. They're just the best. They have no egos. They are sweet and it's just like even when people mistreat them, they are still so giving. It's just horrible when people do that to animals. But anyway, yeah, so she's been following me around. She's pouting now because I'm down here and she doesn't like to come down in the basement at all. She's afraid of the stairs because of the way they're open on one side, so she freaks out a little. But that's okay because she can sit upstairs and bark at people as they walk by. She enjoys that. Hello, Doris. Hello, Annette. Nice to have you here. I'm almost done. I'm cutting up some labels I made today, and thanks to Karen, you'll all get them for free over in the Ko-Fi. Coffee? I think it's supposed to be coffee, but I'm stuck on Ko-Fi now, so. And then you guys can use them if you want. I'm going to put these in my journal, and the new one that I'm making, the shabby chic one, which I am so excited about. I folded up a bunch of papers. I have other papers that I have to cut. These are my avocado and coffee dyed, and then I have a bunch of these pages I'm going to fill in with from Shabby Chic Rendezvous and my wallpaper sample packs. So I didn't want to do cutting off white edges with you guys, but maybe we'll assemble the signatures next Friday if I don't do it before. I have to work on the cover because I'm doing embroidery and stuff on it. So I can't really put the cover on the box yet until I get it all done the way that I want. What's KO-FI. So if you go into the description of my videos, you'll see a link to my coffee shop. It's kind of like Buy Me a Coffee, but it's KO-FI. And if you know Patreon, it's similar to that. So I have a shop over there, and I have a monthly membership and stuff like that. But anyway, I'll put this up over there for free, and you can go under the title of the video. There's a description box, and my link is there, and you can grab it. Oh, I don't know, Donna. What do you mean you can't find them? If you unsubscribed, you probably won't be getting them. If at some point you unsubscribed, they won't come anymore. But if you reach out to me through my website, there's an FAQ page and there's a form on there you can fill out. I can follow up and see what might be going on. I can't answer it here because I can't see like your activity. I can't see what may have happened. You're welcome. Yeah, there's a lot of cool artists over there. If you know like Artie Mays and Tracy Fox and that crew, I think Tracy has a Ko-Fi and coffee. It's I don't know. I watched one of their videos once and they pronounced it Ko-Fi, so I don't know. Maybe they were pronouncing it wrong, but that seems odd. Yeah, so there's a lot of sweet people over there. Amethyst Raven has a shop over there. So does Diane at the Messy Palette. AU, Thumbprint Creations by Carrie. So there's a lot of peeps over there. Do you have one over there, Pam? I don't know if you have a shop over there. But if you do, drop the link. But anyway, I'll put these over there free for you guys, and you can go and grab them. Okay. Just some fun labels. These are like kind of vintagey, and then this one I did like a dusty rose color because it's going with my theme. So yeah, so that's why I said, yeah, if you look for Hither and Yon Studio, you can find me. But if you just click below the video in the description box, there's also a direct link. But yeah, there's all sorts. It's like kind of like Pam said, it's like Etsy, but it's more, to me, it's more like Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon, because it's more like artist support, not just a shop. And there's other freebies over there. So if you guys aren't following me, you can go follow and then get freebies, more freebies. There's lots of fun freebies over there. Hey, you're welcome. That's great. Hey, that's perfect. Yeah, so support Pam at the Ginger Cat Lady. You're up past your bedtime. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, have fun. I'll be here. You can always watch the replay. This is kind of boring anyway. I'm almost done though. And then we're going to make ephemera. I want to make some envelopes today, some like little coin envelopes. I might bring down some embossing folders too with my big shot, and we'll emboss some paper because I want to make them with embossed paper. Ooh. Okay. Those are done. These go with the pages I folded. I have a bunch of scraps here, and you guys know I have all these, but these I took out because they were like the last remnants of some of my regular paper, and so I figured I'd use them up to make these envelopes. So that's what we're gonna do. This I thought I could turn into one of those that fold and make like a journaling spot. Okay, no, that's fine. I don't know. It could be any number of things. So that's why I said, if you reach out to me through the website, then I can see what might be going on. So I just folded this into fours, and then I'm just going to come back in here and kind of do this. And then it looks like a little envelope, but it's a journaling space. Isn't that fun? Where is my... So anyway, being up at 3:30, I'm kind of a little weary. Hey, Carrie, welcome. Oh, no worries, love. How you doing? Did you get your computer back in order? And did you get the September kit? I did send it to you. Ooh, nice, Karen. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I didn't make these. I got these on Etsy, from a shop on Etsy. I've tried to do this a couple of times, not well, and I think it's just because I'm impatient. I think I try to take them before they're done, so I gotta try them again. But yeah, these I got through Etsy. But how cool! So this is probably gonna go down like that. So let me do this side. Oh, hello, Annette from the Netherlands. Nice to have you. Oh, yeah, I end up there a lot. But yeah, okay, cool. Did you get your computer back? I have some bits left over from my Paper Rose Studio stuff, so I might use some of that. And I ordered a paper pack STL Finds by Lori. I'm going to use that for sure in this journal. I had it on my desk. I don't know what to do with it. But anyway, it's chock full. Oh, here it is. I'll show you guys. I ordered it specifically for this journal because it had so many fun pink pieces. She does such amazing packs. So if you are looking for ephemera packs, go to STL Creations by Lori. Let me just find that card. STL Finds by Lori on Etsy, and support her shop because it is well worth every penny. So look, it has like these. There's a California. This is cool. I love this. And then look at all these pink bits that are in here. She always puts them in these invoice packing list bags, but there were like so many fun bits. She does such a great job, really. Honestly, these packs are worth like double what we pay. But don't change them, Lori. Just kidding. Yeah, so isn't that cool? And then all these doilies and bits of like crocheted doilies and like paper doilies, and then all these bits. So I thought this pack would be perfect. So I have this nearby. So much stuff. Let's work with this over here first because I think I'm going to use them on pages as I go. But anyway, I got to glue this down. Oh, she's so good. So good. Oh, you got to take it to someone. Yeah. Take it to someone. You can't, you know, if you format it, you're going to lose stuff. So they'll recover it. Probably put it on something new. You know what? I got to get a paper towel with some water on it for my glue. Oh, my glue. Okay. Yeah, the tissue paper. I mean, there's so many, there's napkins torn in there, so I'm probably going to decoupage some of them. It's going to be fun. Lots of fun stuff. Let's see what's in here. I have this, so we're going to use it. I'm going to go kind of like that. And these are all from the Paper Rose Studio folio kit. This one was Afternoon in the Park, and this is a very pretty kit. Ooh, that might look nice. Let's see. Could even put it there. I wonder if I do that, then this can kind of come out of there. I think I'll do that. Let's ink it first. Hi, Mary Kay. How you doing? Oh, yeah, I know. All the shipping around the world has just gone crazy. It's just nuts. Everything. I wish I could ship to the UK, but it's just insane. And there was a really long time where their post was just, well, I know that's not the Netherlands, but I wanted to, and their post was just getting lost all the time. I'm like, I can't. It's hard enough. So this will tuck in here. That's cute, right? And then so this sits on the page. I can make it a tuck if I want. But then when you open it, it folds down for writing space. So that's kind of cool. Let's see, maybe we can put a prompt in here. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. How sweet is that? Let's put that in there. I'm just going to cut it up. It's true, right? We wouldn't know love without the opposing. Though I'm not a fan of the opposing. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Okay, this way I can fit it. I don't know where this is from. These aren't from Paper Rose, so I'm not sure where I got these. All right, Pam, thanks for stopping by. Get some rest. Pam does a very late night, the after hours crafting all night with Pam. So if you follow her channel and you can't sleep at night, or if you're on that track, she goes on live. I think she might have left, but Pam, if you're still here, you can. I think it's 10 p.m. Central. I'm not 100% sure, but if she's got a guest on, then I think she goes like 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Somebody that's with Pam more often might know. Maybe Lynn. Do you know? Papers while the sun is out. Okay. All right. So that's, and we're going to do this one. Exactly. You do. Yeah, I like the rain. I don't mind the rain. Okay, so we're going to put this as our prompt. Where did that go? It stuck to my fingers. Oh, odd. 9 p.m. Eastern, and she's in Cali. That's right. Yep. Thank you. There we go. So this piece I'm going to call done. Doesn't have to be super complex, but I like it to be involved a bit. I'm going to throw that in my little finished box. This one I can make an envelope out of. Is this one piece? Yes. So I'm going to cut some of this off. Otherwise it'll be disproportionate. Okay. Thank you, Lynn. Yes, I try to go to bed around like 9 my time Eastern here. So I'm usually not up when she's on. And though I was up early this morning, I was over on my website trying to repair things, figure it out anyway. So I'm just making a coin envelope type thing, and then maybe I'll cluster the front of it. Oop, that's all right. We got to cut that off anyway. Coffee dyed paper is a little brittle. right, Mary Kay. Yeah, me too. Yep. Used to be getting ready to go to the club. Now I'm going to bed. Okay, and I want to round these corners. Keep those because I'll use them. These are good for clusters. So there is my little coin envelope. It's fun, right? Simple. No, I was just saying I got these on Etsy. Karen, I think, said she's doing some, and she's got similar. She's got like placemats on them. I tried it and it didn't come out as good as I wanted when I did it, but I was saying that I think I rushed it, so it's just me being impatient, not letting it dry all the way. So yeah, make some. You should in your spare time. Right? In your spare time. You got a lot of that, right, Carrie? I'm sure you're bored all the time. I know, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Hi, Pat. Did I say hello to you? I don't know. Anyway, hello. Happy Friday. All right. Well, we're just throwing stuff. Okay, so that's going to fold up like that. And then down here. Yeah, I have a bunch. I have like the plastic ones that I got at Dollar Tree, but I don't know. I think I just rushed it. Let's see. What do I got? Oh, hello. What are you? You're pretty. Oh, these are tags and stuff. Okay. No. All right. Well, let me get some scraps. We have. Let's do a bit of this. Hours and hours, then I dry them that way. Yeah, I just got to be more patient. I think that's really what it is. And what else is over here? Dream. I have that. I could put a little piece of this lace. This is what Lori tied up my bundle with. How cool is that, right? Now I have some lace. Let's see. Can just kind of scrunch it up and then put that on top of it. That'd make a cool cluster. Oh, I don't feel so bad, Debbie. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't, maybe my coffee wasn't dark enough too. I don't know, but people do it with tea, so I don't think that's it. I'm gonna put this down, so let me do this. Thank you, Lori, for my lace. We'll leave this nice and stark white. That'll throw off some contrast. There we go. And then we'll put some more of this on here. There we go, a little cluster just to add a little something, right? That's fun. And you can put fun stuff in there. Got this little piece sticking out. Let me see if I got a stamp or something I can put on there. What are you? Mushrooms? Nah. I'll use these. I have this little fern. Maybe we'll use that. Just put a little stamp there. It's not just hanging out. I have to look, Terry. Give me a sec. Ta-da. Let's see if I can find it and drop it in the chat for you. Purchases, paper. Yeah, that's not going to work. Everything's paper. Pink willow paper. Pink willow paper on Etsy. All one word. Search shops. Okay, so there we go. Another piece done. Yay! All right, more envelopes. I need like another envelope. So, let's use this. This is tracing paper that I call avocado dyed. And I'm going to use this. Where'd that stamp go? There you are. Put you there. With you. Put some of my tools away. It's getting bad again. Goodness. Happens so quick. You stay over there. Okay. Man, I can mess up a desk. Yeah, people say like I could do damage to that hero, that burger. I could do damage to a desk. Piece ephemera embellishments. Yeah, it was like $17. I think that's the one. But she has a bunch of different varieties, so everything has different stuff in it. You probably won't get a lot of what I got, but you may get some of what I got. Please give a thumbs up. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Mary Kay. That was so sweet of you. Thank you, thank you. That's too far over, so I love the sound of this paper. There we go. Sounds so cool, right? That's not even at all. That's not even a little even. There we go. Yeah, none of us need it. Me and my daughter just had this conversation yesterday. I said, yarn is on sale at Michael's. She's like, oh, I don't need any yarn. I'm like, nobody needs any more yarn. We want the yarn. I didn't need the Tim Holtz bundle, but I got it. I broke down and bought it. Didn't need it, but I got it. It's coming today. I'll let you know. Oh, you're so sweet. Suitcase full of paper. I wouldn't mind a suitcase full of paper. Paper is the one thing that I can actually hoard if I want to, because it's easy enough for me to get rid of it if I need to. So, like, I'm talking printables and stuff, not paper pads so much, because I can recycle it into, like, if I print a bunch of printables and I don't use them all, I can recycle it into other paper, or, you know, burn it if I really need to, but not that I do. I do need to make some handmade paper though, because I need different, like, color ways. Mine is all like this blue-ish color, and I need something different. So the way I've seen it, and I'm sure you could do it with dye also, and Karen or Carrie or anybody else can jump in, is I had put coffee on mine, and then you put the paper placemat on it, and then you drop more or spray more coffee once you stick down the placemat, and then you just let it dry like that with the placemat on it, and you don't touch it until it's all dry, which is where I think I went wrong. So, like, when I lifted it too early, the lines inside didn't have time to form. Yeah. And so that was where I think mine went awry. I'm going to put a piece of lace on there, I think. Maybe. Let's see. Usually this glue doesn't show up too bad on the tracing paper when it's grungy, you know? And if it does, I just cover it with ribbon or another piece of paper or some dye or ink, rather. Gray hair alert. Okay, so that's this one. I want to put some washi across this one. Washi! Oh, okay, and that works fine then if without adding extra coffee. Cool. There you go. Ah, crochet. Yeah, so Michael's had yarn on sale yesterday. I think some of it was 30% off. The big cakes were on sale, like the, I don't know if you say Karen or Karen, but they had some of them on sale. A photograph? I don't know. How about like that? I have that too. I kind of like these circle ones. I want to use this one. Oh, okay. I have to give it a try. Lazy. I think that's like the last word I'd use to describe you. I think you're like me, like an overachiever. You're just doing 8 things at once all the time. Always busy. Busy, busy, busy. I kind of like that. Maybe they need to be a little wonky though. It's a little too neat looking for me. I like that. What do you think? Should I cut this smaller or leave the edge like it is? Exactly. White anything. If you really want to dye them quickly, just eat some spaghetti with sauce. Oh, look how easy, right? Label, label, and some circle piece in the center. I'm going to give you the free labels. So all you need to do is punch out a circle out of something or cut it out. Just trace it with a mug or something. And I'm going to put a word on it, but super easy. Then if you do stuff in threes, or odd numbers, it's like a trick, I guess, like a design trick to kind of make it foolproof. Our eyes seem to like that. Yeah, super easy. And if you always have like little bits of lace on your desk, like just if you have big pieces, just cut them up into little ones. And paper buttons. I want to make some paper buttons. Are good because they're flat, so they sit well. And they're good to put over like little bits of lace or any ephemera, fussy cuts, like little fussy cuts of stuff, little butterflies and stuff. Those are always great over a little bit of lace. What are you? I don't know what you are. All right, what do we have? Eclectic. Grungy bits, lovely, beautiful. Let's use beautiful. All my friends here are beautiful. These are free in the Ko-Fi shop also. everyday words. Another freebie. And they come in like a white kind of clean background, and then they come in some grungier ones. And then we just put a word. Super easy, 4 pieces plus an envelope. And if you have a junk mail envelope, you're halfway there. This is going to have to be glued, apparently. It's going to come up. So, and then you can no longer say you're new because you made your piece. Yeah, magazines, definitely. And catalogs, like if you subscribe to people who do bulbs and roses, I think it's Jackson something does I can't think of the full name, but if you look up like Jackson and Roses, you can get like a catalog from that company, and they have roses and peonies and all sorts of bulbs, so you can cut the pictures out of those. All right, so we have this envelope, which has to dry more apparently. So that's done. And what else? What else? Oh, I made some resin pieces. So I put some resin on these butterflies, and in this wax seal with the little bee. And then I just put some over a piece of status or baby's breath. So I'm going to glue those all in on pages. But we can put one on one of these like labels. I didn't do anything on the other side. I wonder if I should stick 2 of these together. Yes. They're the same size, so that'll work. And I'll just ink over the white parts sticking out. I'll put a little piece of lace. I'll have a little cluster. I know, aren't they so pretty? They're super easy. So I use these in when I do specimen slides. These are an Amazon. Oh, let me see if I can get you guys a link in case you want them. Hold on. Because you ask, and then I feel bad if I don't have it. Butterflies. They're like 2-sided. The thing I like is that, see how the butterfly has both sides? So when you use them in a specimen card or a specimen slide, you don't have to worry about doing anything on the other side. Though it's fine. You can do a specimen card that just has one side, right? Let's see. Butterflies, butterflies. Maybe I didn't get them on. Oh yeah, here they are. The only thing that annoyed me is when they came, they were bent, like in the package, like that, folded. You can still see the full mark. But you know what? It ended up not mattering at all, even a little bit. So I didn't worry. Oh, they're not available. They're currently not available. Sorry, guys. Maybe you can find them somewhere else. They are called Katy Sue Card Making, Katy Sue Card Making, a kaleidoscope of die cut butterflies. I'll drop the link, but they're not available, but you can see what it looks like. And I always drop affiliate links, so you'll always be seeing an affiliate link, which means that I get a small percentage if you buy from a link that I give you, but you don't pay any more. And honestly, it's just like pennies. Amazon doesn't pay a lot. Here it is. But you can see what they look like. It comes in these bright ones, and then these are kind of like muted, which I don't like as much. But and then I just put some resin over them, and they come out like that. So anyway, that's that. All that to say, they're pretty. All right, so we needed that to dry anyway, right? Actual resin. I use a UV resin with a little black light. Do you want me to do one with you guys? Yay! Oh, I'm so glad, Karen. I'm glad they came out nice. So we were talking while you were gone. Do you put, like, do you dip your paper in coffee or whatever, put it down, put your placemat on, and just leave it to dry, or do you add extra coffee or dye or anything on top? Trying to learn from the masters. Carrie says she doesn't add extra coffee on top, but I've seen some people do that. And so let me finish this and then I'll make one with you guys. How about we take some of this and crumble it up and use that under our butterfly. And you know what? We will. What's too much? I bought a book at a Barnes & Nobles. I have butterflies like that, but they're not punch out. Oh, yeah, that's. I have one that is stickers. That's really cool too. That one's fun, but you can't. Same reason you can't use it for specimen slides if you want to see two sides. And then I'll put that on there like that. Yeah, I like it that way. All right, let me clip this down and then we'll do one. Okay, let me get out my resin. This is the stuff. Whoop. It's UV resin. You can actually just put it out in the sun and it will harden because it's a UV activated hardened resin. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you know what I mean. But I use these little, and I'm not going to shine it on you, but it's a blue light, like a black light rather, and it activates the resin. I also have one of these. These are like the ones that you, when you go to the, if you get the nails, I can't, acrylic. Is it acrylic? No. It's got to be like a resin of some type. Anyway, you know how you put your nails under a light? That's this kind of light. So you can, I have two. I have a small one like that and a big one, but I end up using this one more often than anything. And I just need, I need one of these paintbrushes. Where's my other one? There you are. Exactly. Exactly. That's why I like them. The paper paint with 3-inch brush for tea water, then placement. Oh, okay, cool. Mitch, hello. Hi, friend. Nice to see you. You were just saying you missed the lives. I'm so happy you're here. Okay, so sorry for the glare, but I need something to protect I don't need these. So it's just gosh, silicone mat. My goodness. I'm like, that's what happens when you get up at 3:30. And let me get back. Didn't I just put those back? Where did I just put those? All of the resin stuff is in my Amazon shop, I believe, which is linked down below. That's crazy. All right. Oh, here. I put them where they don't belong. That's why. Let's pick out a butterfly. These are really easy. We'll do that guy, and we'll do this little green guy. We'll do 2. How's that? Super easy stuff. I need it flat though. I do have a leveling mat, which looks like a lot of little spikes that stand up, but I rarely use it. And then you just put a little resin. You don't need a lot. The key is to move it around your paper. So I have these silicone paintbrushes. I've missed you too. We've all missed you. Okay. This one's got a point, so this one's really easy to use. And you just kind of, you don't want to go into it. You kind of almost are like spreading it, like think royal icing. You just kind of want to get it to the edge, and it will almost kind of catch the edge. So you just paint it into place. Super easy. Oop, I got some on the other side, no big deal. And we'll do this one. If you get a bigger piece, then you probably want a bigger brush, but these are perfect for these little bits. For the wax seal, I just kind of poured the resin into it. But the thicker you make it, the longer it takes. And you want it to be fairly thin because you want to make sure the whole thing hardens all the way through. So, oh, look at that. Silly girl. All right, hold on. I touched it. Okay, it's fine. And now I have a little resin butterfly there because I wasn't really holding it and it got stuck to my brush. Just gonna put it on more since I lost half of it. Okay, I think I covered most of it. The side's a little thicker now, but that's all right. Okay, so then you take your black light and you just do this. If you put it under the black light, you know, that you can stand up, you don't have to kind of move anything around, but it goes pretty quick. And then I also do my brush because it'll harden it on the brush, it'll come right off. Same thing with the mat, so that bit that I had here that kind of came off, I can just make sure it hardens so it'll scrape up. It's really quite interesting. Science in the craft room. It gets hot though. Not super hot, but it does get really warm. If you've ever had your nails done, with like gel nails, you know, sometimes it gets warm. Once it cures, it's cured. It's hard. Better than embossing in my book. It's more glass-like. Yeah. So now it's dry. And can't hear it, but it's like hard, like plastic. And that was quick, right? I'm actually going to flip this one over because I think I got a tiny bit on the other side. There we go. This one's dry too. Done and done. And they're like plastic. This will just come off, peel off because it's hard now, like dried sugar. That's it. Easy. But you don't have to use the black light. If you want, you can just put them out in the sun and the sun will cure them. It just takes a little longer. Sometimes it's fast because it's indirect light. So, yeah, it was quick. These little pieces don't really emit too much crazy vapor, but you're right, Mitch. You do want to be careful with the resin vapor. Always, any kind of chemical, any kind of solvent, you should be in a ventilated area. This one seems like it's a little tacky. Hold on. Where did I put you? And you should wear gloves and all that. But I don't do a lot of this. But it's really great for little charms. And if you punch a hole, it's much harder to punch the hole once the resin has cured. But if you punch a hole in the piece before you put the resin on and make sure that the resin doesn't really get into that hole, then you can put like a little jump ring on it and make charms out of them. That's fun too. Okay, so I have this one I'm going to put on another tag. Do one of these. Let's see. Oh, this one's cardstock. See if we can get two of these. There you go, Sandy. Perfect. So if I do it before the resin, I can just use a regular paper punch. You can use a pokey tool after, but it's actually surprisingly hard. So it's like kind of like poking through plastic. So just be careful. Can you do it with an awl or something? Yes, you can. But just be aware that once it's dried, it's really hard. So I would punch the hole before, and then you can just use a regular paper hole punch. Paper hole punch. All right, so after this live, I'm going to go have lunch, and then I will put the freebie up in the Ko-Fi shop for you guys so that you can get these labels. So remember to give me some time. They're not going to be like right there after. I got to eat something. I haven't eaten today. Not like I can't miss a meal, but still. All right, so I was thinking this one with the little baby's breath, and I would look for a piece of pink ribbon, and I thought I had something. I have this one that's got some extra color to it. Oh, we are making ephemera for the upcoming journal. Work. That's true, Sandy. Yes, it might crack too. It depends on the piece and how hard you've hardened it. So yeah, I would say just kind of mess with it, Mitch, and see what you get. Stay. But yeah, super fun. Another thing you can use that is good is the Maker's Magic, but you have to wait for that to dry. The reason I like the resin so much is because it's super quick and it's dry, you know? So when you're kind of, need a piece right away, you don't have to wait for it. And it's a little, more durable than embossing, in my humble opinion. All right, so we got that little piece done. So a couple envelopes we did. I want to do a folded double page. I brought out a bunch of this grungy stuff I made. Let's see what I got. I got some grungy graph paper. This I made with my grungy paint. And I wanted to make it like a double pocket that can go as in one of the signatures. That might be too big. There we go. So that I can see it on two separate sections. Like so. So let me glue down the middle and up the sides, and then I'm going to sew around it. Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. Yes. I mean, I'm not encouraging anybody to spend, but if I don't say what they are, then people ask me anyway in the comments. So if I at least mention it, then people know where to go to find it, because it just saves time. So I get it. I'm not going to feel bad at all if you don't buy. Not at all. I think because I'm going to punch through there, maybe I'll put some lace. Let me go put some stitching around this, guys. Talk amongst yourselves, as Gail would say. I'll be right back. Oh, my bobbin's dead. Hold on. Need a different bobbin. Come here. Ew. Okay. Don't worry, I don't have to I don't have to thread the bobbin. Maybe I do. What are you doing? All right, I'll just use a different color. It doesn't really matter. There we go. All right, take 2. Pretty, pretty. I like the grid paper because I got a line to follow. One more. One more. Almost there. All done. All finished. Nice, right? I just love the way stitching adds a little extra. Just keep the edge of the paper lined up with the edge of the presser foot. Yes, that's true, Carrie. Yeah. But some of my paper just like doesn't have a straight edge. It's just torn paper. So, but in most cases, yes. All right, some up here, some over here, a couple down here. By the way, my friend Mike is doing really well now that he's retired. He's super stoked. He's doing fun stuff. He's got a big estate sale coming up. I'm so proud of him. I'm so excited for him. It's nice to be able to do what you love. And I am thrilled for him. I think it's going to add years to his life. Okay, so that's that. So one will sit in one side and one will sit in the other. And then I was thinking I would put some lace. But obviously it needs to be a little grungier. This came wrapped around some napkins I recently bought in a thrift store. I went thrifting with my daughter yesterday too, guys. I got this really cool sweater. It was vintage. I don't know, are you calling it the 80s vintage? It looked like the 80s. And it's really heavy and yummy for winter. And it's like the prettiest butter yellow. Like, I'm not a yellow person usually, but this is a nice yellow. I think I'll do that with a nice word. What do I have here? Oh, we have this dream. What do we think of that? We're losing all the lace. I don't know. Kind of like that. Maybe I'll just put a smaller word. I have thankful and sparkle. Maybe we'll do sparkle. All right, Karen. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Yeah. It's crazy. My high school years are vintage. It's kind of cool. I have these buttons too from this rendezvous set, so maybe I'll use one of these. It's just paper, but it looks kind of cool. What do you think of that? Is that kind of cool? I like that. Let's put some glue down. I love the sari silk, but it's kind of a pain in the neck to work with at times. Okay. Do like that. I don't know, looks kind of cool. And then on this side, do like a little stamp. Maybe one of these labels. Like that might be cute. I don't mind that it's in the pocket a little. Oh, you probably hate the stuff I do then. I'm the complete opposite. I want everything like off kilter. Must drive you nuts. All right, so that's going to go down in the pocket a bit. That. And then this will go up here. Kind of like that. I don't want to lose all my stitching that I did. Could put a tiny piece of lace somewhere. Maybe. Like a little bitty guy. With the other button. And then there'll be a matching pair. This one needs its holes punched out. This one gonna be too big. Yes. Where are you? Go. Okay. Yeah, that'll stick to there. That's for sure. Ooh, it's a little big. It's a little wonky. It's okay. It's vintage. Okay, so we have this as a matching set. This is good for writing. And I think that's all I'm going to do today. That's it. Ta-da! So look for the labels. This is done too. Aren't these cute? They're good like for the edge of a page. And you could put like another label under them like that even. Or a piece of paper, or all of it, or both. Make little clusters. But that's it today. I will see you guys maybe next Friday if you're around. Mitch, it was good to see you again. Sandy, Carrie. Okay, Kat. Thanks for emailing me, Kat, and telling me your little hack for my shop. I'm still struggling with it all. It's kind of a nightmare, but thank you so much. I appreciate your help. Mary Kay, Jenny, and Lynn, and all my friends, thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I hope you had fun watching me make a couple of things, and I hope I gave you some ideas. But I'll see you on the TV, I guess. I know, aren't they so cute? How easy, right? Like a little label and ribbon, and it's super easy. So look for these labels shortly, and have a great weekend, guys. Enjoy your weather and each other, and I will see you soon. Bye.